Welcome to my channel. I'm going to walk you through step-by-step solution to the Git task. For this first task, we're going to create a Git account and set it up. So first of all, we're going to sign up. After signing up, we're going to provide our email address on the text box provided below. After doing that, we'll follow the instructions and create our Git account. But for this project, we already have an initial Git account. We already have an existing Git account, so we're going to sign in. So after signing in, we're going to enter our username and password. Now we are here in the account dashboard. So right now we are going to create our personal access token. To do this, it's pretty simple. We go back to our Git account. On our Git account page, on the top right corner icon, we click on it. Then we scroll down to settings, click on it. Then we'll scroll to developer settings, we click on it. Then we click on personal access token. Yeah, so we're gonna select fine grain tokens or token classic, whichever one you choose is okay. So we're gonna choose fine grain token better. Then we're gonna go ahead to generate new token. Now click on generate new token. Now I'm gonna give it a token name. So I'm gonna call it token 1. The access for this token is just to give an access to the user, a security access to the account. So you can specify whichever access you want to give to the account. So right now we're gonna set the expiration date for the token. So now we're going to choose custom and set it to July 2024. But you can customize it or choose whatever date you wish. So here we're going to enter the description, title it access token. Okay. So you can leave it to be public, depending on what we want, or private. Public if we want other persons to have access to our accounts, so we can leave it as public. So right now we're going to be setting permissions for the account. So I'm going to give various access level down to the account. So I decided to give up access or permission for the account. So we only have 2 access. So have the read. You can select read and write, or for some permission it's only involve read. So you give access. The reason for this, make your account accessible, and sometimes if you don't give the right permission, it might restrict your Git pushing to the repository account. So this is very necessary. So having done that, we now have 14 account permissions. So that means we can user can access this permission that was given to the account. So right now we're gonna generate the token. So we'll just go ahead and generate the token. Yeah, after generating the token, we're going to copy the token key that was given to us. Note this is very important, so we have to keep it safe. For when we log in next, we won't have access to the token key anymore. So we're going to paste it somewhere and use it later. So we have finally generated our personal token key. So the next task is to ensure our Git Hub username is in our ELS intranet in our profile. So that what we're going to cross check. So as you can see, You can see, you can see. So you can see is there, is there. Yeah. So you can see that's the username for the GitHub. So we are done with that task. So we're gonna go to the next task. So so for the next task, we're gonna be creating our first repository. The repository name is gonna be ALS Precause, and the description is gonna be I am not a student. This is my first repository course. So we're gonna copy the description here, and our GitHub account right top corner icon. We're gonna click on it and click on your repository. So click on your repository. Click on your repositories. Then you're gonna click on new repository. It's gonna be new. I'm gonna click on new. Then when you click on new, you're gonna enter the repository name. The repository name, as we earlier mentioned, is ALS Precause. But we have existing ALS Precause, so this account will tell us that account already exists. So we just go ahead and rename it to ALS Precause 3. But for this task, we are asked to use ALS Precause. But for the example, say you can change just to LS Precause. There's no problem with that. ALS Precause 3. You can see. So now you can see, we check the validity is now available to us. So let's now give it the description name. Do is optional, so just paste what you have there from the requirements. So make it public so it can be accessible to anyone by anyone. Then we don't need to add readme file because it's part of the requirements. So just create the repository. Succeeded creating our repository accounts. As you can see, our repository is ready and it's called ALS Precause 3. So let's go ahead and perform the next task. So for the next task, we're gonna be um, viewing, accessing our intranet. So here I'm gonna access our intranet, so we can access the command prompt. We are gonna do our coding, but for this task, um, we're not gonna use the ALS intranet. We're gonna be using um, so we're not going to be using ALS Sandbox. We're going to be using Terminal. So we just want to show you for example, for showing sake here. So this is how the ALS Sandbox looks like. So you can actually code in it. So, but we're going to be using the Thermos uh, terminal, which is used for performing um, commands. So right now we're going to be moving to the next task. So the next task, which is to clone our repository. So we're going to clone our repository so we can have a copy of the repository in our local machine. So we're gonna go ahead and just do that. So first of all, we're going to copy what you see here on the screen. So we're going to edit it in our terminal so we can actually clone our Git repository. So we'll go ahead and copy it. So we're gonna after doing this, so we're gonna navigate to our terminal. So here is our terminal. So right now in our terminal, we're gonna paste what we copied. So after pasting what we copied, we just go ahead and just edit um, the username. So we're gonna edit the username to um, existing username. So we're gonna use the username WC Joseph ELS as our username. Our Git Hub account username. So I'm going to use that. So I haven't done that. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. So okay, I've done that. We're gonna change our personal token. We're gonna paste the personal token. We'll copy it from our access token we generated. So we're gonna just paste it right here. So that's why I said it's very important to keep it safe. So I'm gonna paste it right here. So after pasting it, we're gonna go ahead and change the repository name to ELS because 3, because that's what our repository name is. So I'm gonna end up going to do that. So after doing that, we're gonna just hit enter. So you can see we have succeeded creating an empty repository. So for this, the next thing we're going to do is just to do ls to see if our directory is actually existing in our local machine. So you can see actually the directory als because 3 is there. So we're going to go ahead and do the next task. So the next task is wanting us to create a readme file. I'm going to go to create a readme file, and the readme file the content. So we're going to change to our directory, our ALS directory. So ALS because we're asked to change to our ALS because directory and create a readme file where the file contains my first readme. So this is what we are about to do now. So now we are in the ALS because directory. So now we're going to create our first readme content. So we're going to create the content of our readme file. So the content is my first readme. So we're going to write it to the file extension called the file name readme. I'm going to write it to the file name readme. When you say directly to the file name readme, then use the .md extension, which is a convention for saving Git. Convention for saving Git. So Git file. Sorry, convention to saving readme file. So we're going to do ls. So you can see the readme exists in the directory. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to read the contents of the readme. So we're going to look at readme to see if the content actually exists in the readme. So we're going to do that. So you can see my first readme exists. So for the readme, we have two readme there, but the other one is useless. So we're going to delete it. Readme. So rm is for deleting. So we succeeded deleting it. So do ls again. You can see we have our readme file in our ALS because 3 directory. To check our code, let's go ahead and do this. So as you can see here, we have the repository called file exists, the readme exists, and the readme is not empty. So that's all for now for this task 0.